Hi, it's Gerald Oginski coming to you from the Negev Desert here in Israel. I was thinking about something that my tour guide was talking about, and I have to tell you, I'm here in the middle of nowhere. I'm at my hotel, and it's the most magnificent thing just sitting here in the middle of the desert. It's like an oasis. But one of the things my tour guide was talking about that I wanted to tell you about involved caps on pain and suffering. It turns out that our tour guide was a lieutenant colonel in the Israeli army, and his daughter happened to be involved in a very significant car accident here. What happened was she was crossing the street as a pedestrian, and a careless driver actually hit her and almost killed her. She was in the hospital in a coma for a week, and then remained in the hospital in rehab for a couple of weeks after that. Now, what was interesting was that he told me something very, very significant. He said the maximum that she's going to be able to recover for pain and suffering here in Israel is $100,000. She'll still be able to recover for lost economic loss, which includes wages as well as medical expenses, but the maximum she can ever recover for her injuries for pain and suffering is $100,000. Now, here's some more of the facts. It turns out that traveling right behind the car that hit her was an army unit that had 4 medics in it that they were returning from an exercise. And lucky for this young girl, she was 24 at the time, all these 4 medics literally witnessed the accident. They jumped out with all their medical equipment and started attending to her immediately. What fascinated me was that their legal system here in Israel, I'm on tour here with my family, limits the ability for a victim to recover only a maximum of $100,000. In New York, there is no cap on pain and suffering. And what does that mean? It means that no one has put an artificial limit as to how much you can actually recover if you've been injured by a careless driver or someone who caused an accident. And that's very significant. Where do they come up with a number like $100,000? There are states throughout the country, the United States, that have caps on pain and suffering. Some have them at $250,000, some at $500,000, some at different amounts. Where do they come up with that number? The reality is, it's an arbitrary number. And it's such an arbitrary number that it's designed to limit the amount that an insurance company has to pay in order to compensate you for the injuries that you suffered. It's an outrageous thing, especially when you're on the opposite end and you're now trying to figure out how you're going to get compensated for the suffering and everything that you've gone through because somebody was careless. Well, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get this off my chest and sit here in this beautiful location here in the Negev Desert. I'm Gerald Oginski coming to you from Israel. Thanks for watching.